And so joining us today to have a deep discussion on this matter and just pretty much look at it from all sides is the correspondent live that you saw just now, Lekan Onabanjo. He is our business desk correspondent, and he's going to give us more on the insights when it comes to all of this triad issues as an affecting food security in Nigeria. Lekan, hi.
Judith,
welcome.
good morning.
First time on Breakfast Xtra. I hope you like it.
Of course, beautiful. Lovely.
You also tried your hand at some trading, or maybe not, at Mile 12 market. First off, what was the first thing that you noticed upon getting to the market and talking to the people, the traders? What was their disposition like about the new system?
Okay, so let me start with the customers or the buyers, as it were. A lot of them were a bit indifferent in the sense that they feel no matter how the price goes up, they would have to find the money to buy. But you will notice that there are no smiles on their faces. It's more or less like, it's what I have to do to survive. So how I'm going to get the money is a big problem. How much I'll have to spend to get certain merchandise or consumables in the market is another problem. Do I have enough money to buy? What would I be getting at the end of the day? You know, before, you could go to the market and you can, permit me to use the word, do shakara, when you want to, converse with any of the sellers and you feel like, okay, I'm not buying this, I can go to another seller. But now it is going to be with a lot of abeg. Because even the sellers will be like, if you don't have the amount to purchase this particular consumable, then you can as well go away with your money. So a lot of people are not actually smiling. So on the part of the sellers, well, a few of them are actually, optimistic, hoping that prices will stabilize. But the most important thing is that they are trying as much as possible to sell whatever they can sell. There was even a point I was trying to talk to one of the sellers. I was like, please don't disturb me. I'm here to sell. Because, of course, if it doesn't sell at that particular point, it probably might just, lose its profit or revenue for the day. So it's kind of a mixed feeling on both sides. But it's more or less like the sellers and the buyers trying to survive, those who are trying to make their money however they can make it, and those who are trying to purchase whatever they can purchase with whatever amount that they have.
The third issues that we have is caused by the triad, which you put there in your report, and I'd like for you to speak on that, which is climate, insecurity, as well as just the economy that we find ourselves, the inflation. So,
okay, so let me start with the climate issue. Of course, something that, transverses different countries and different continents. We've had a lot of rainfalls in a while now, and of course we can't actually control nature because it has to happen. But in some other climes or in some other climates, we have issues of drought where we have insufficient rainfall. So when that happens, it is hard to actually have yields, produces in the market. So definitely you wouldn't have as much as you would need to either transport or to consume. And if there's more rain, it's going to actually destroy the farmlands. So that is one issue. So if we can have, a bit of balance in both, then of course the farmers can go to the farm, harvest whatever it is they can harvest, and transport it for sales. Then when you talk about the issue which is actually poignant is the issue around insecurity. Because, I spoke with a couple of the sellers, and they said that farmers are being killed on a daily. Of course, no news, because it's what we know. But the fact that there is no reprieve, we don't have a security architecture protecting these farmers, they go to the farm scared because they don't even know if they're going to get back home. They don't even know if their farms have been destroyed by cows. They don't even know if they'll be able to harvest. They don't even have protection. They don't have guns. They don't have machetes. They don't have anything. They're just going to the farm, telling their families, I'm going to the farm. I want to go and see if there's anything that I can just pull out and get back home as soon as I can. And, it's more or less like you're just living your life on a daily because you don't even know what you're going to meet there. So you get to the farm, and at the end of the day, okay, you're able to pick whatever you're able to pick. And when you see, those herders, or those bandits doing their thing, the fear comes to you. Should I accost them? Should I approach them? Should I tell them to stop? If you do that, if you confront them, you get killed. Nothing happens, and that is the end. You're buried. So farmers are actually scared, and that is where the problem is, because when we have farmers who can't go to the farm to access their produce or to actually harvest their crops, what do they take back? How do they sell? How do they transport, those things to the markets? How do they bring them to the southwest or to the other areas whereby they can sell? So that is a big issue, and it's one area that the government will have to look into. Then one other thing that they mentioned that has to do with border closure. They said that the borders have been shut. I mean, not that during the Buhari administration there was this story rolling out that the president has opened up the borders, and I think during this current administration that the borders have been open and people can now bring in their produce and sell. But they categorically said that they have money to buy, but they cannot buy because the borders have been shut. And when you have a hike in demand, and the supply is less, then definitely whatever it is that you have in the market,
prices go up.
The prices will go up. Yeah. So it's more or less like whoever is more or less like the highest bidder.
What kind of transactions or trade goes on between Nigeria and these countries that we're bordering? What exactly are we buying, or are the farmers or purchasers buying from these countries or trying to sell?
So basically it's rice, foreign rice, staples, noodles. Those are the basics. Probably when you talk about food crops, maybe pepper, tomatoes, potatoes, Nigeria can actually produce that. But then when you talk about rice, beans, gari, the fact that we even import gari, despite the fact that we have an abundance of that in the country,
that's weird.
That one actually beats me. But those are the majors that we actually, get from other countries. And even as much as we try to compare the price, because of the issue around transport costs, the hike in diesels, and these are people that actually transport these goods from other countries or from other states down to Nigeria, pay duties along the way. So by the time you add all that cost together, it spikes the price by the time it gets to the market.
And you and I have to pay for it at the end of the day, which is very, it's a sad situation. It's a myriad of influences causing the food insecurity or food price hike. And it's very unfortunate. But Lekan, thank you very much. You were very passionate about that report, and we can still see that here. Please carry it on. Bring us more. We'd like to have you back here on Breakfast Xtra.
Definitely.
I mean, as a family guy, it's feeding the family,
you.
so it was definitely something everyone's passionate. Again, many thanks again for your insight.